Neuralink. About a month ago or thereabouts, we brought you this video that says Elon Musk, Neuralink, where to buy Neural stock. So, but we want to bring you this video, which is more of a scientific look at it. And this is from the New Scientist. The New Scientist is not an academic magazine. It's still a commercial magazine, even though there is a lot of academic involvement. But it's still not. It's not an academic. You can't reference what is written here in an academic work. So they began by saying Elon Musk demonstrated a Neuralink brain implant in a live pig. So that took place on the 28th of August, and they say the device resembles a coin with extremely thin wires coming from one side of it. It's designed to be implanted into the skull with the wires embedded a few millimeters into the surface of the brain. Those wires can then detect when new neurons are firing or emit their own electrical signals to make the neurons fire. Musk showed a video of neurons responding to the electrodes. We don't have that video. And then they said over here, the Neuralink team trotted out 3 pigs to demonstrate the device. The first, named Joyce, had no implant. The second, named Gertrude, had an implant that monitored neurons in her snout. Musk displayed a screen showing live signals from Gertrude's Neuralink device as she rooted around in some hay produced when she touched her snout to feed on the ground. It's not to food or the ground. The third pig, called Dorothy, had an implant installed and then removed. What Dorothy illustrates that you can put in the Neuralink, remove it, and be healthy, happy, and indistinguishable from a normal pig, Musk said. This will be important for human users, he said, because they may want to remove or upgrade their implants. The challenging part that they've pulled off is that the animal is happy looking and walking around. This is in quote, and acting normal, and the data is being relayed wirelessly, says Timur Data Chaduri at the Feinstein Institute for Medical Research in New York. And then in quotes, others that might have done something similar usually have the animal on an operating table under anesthesia with wires coming from its brain. While this is impressive, says Data Chaduri, it's still not quite enough to prove the devices are safe. Musk said that implantation can be done with relatively little bleeding in the brain. You sort of think if you stab something with a wire, surely it will bleed, but actually, a really small scale of it does not, he said. Okay. And then they downplay the potential damage to the brain, but the damage is sometimes not easily observable even in humans, let alone pigs, says Data Chadhuri. You don't know if the pig now has a slur or the pigs aren't really socializing with it because it's acting weird. You know. So during the announcement, members of the Neuralink team expressed their long-term hopes for the device, ranging from restoring vision for people with eye injuries and limiting pain to recording memories and telepathy. Some of these goals are more realistic than others, says Dr. Chadhuri. For example, Musk spoke about bypassing spinal injuries to restore movement for people who are paralyzed, which he said will be the focus of the company's first clinical trials in humans beginning soon. Yeah, and it makes more sense. I mean, if one already has a spinal injury, um, uh, yeah, I mean, the risk of, especially in extreme cases where there isn't any movement at all, you might say, yeah, why not? Why not give it a try? And if it's such individuals might even be keen on trying out things, and they are always usually very keen on tendering themselves for trials. So it is obviously a good point there. Devices similar to Neuralink, however, cheap is, so it isn't outlandish to expect Neuralink to do the same. Okay, so we've already seen, as the author is saying, that some of that has already happened. On the other hand, a feat like reading a memory or thought would require detailed understanding of the brain that we simply don't have. Exactly, we don't have that at the moment. With advanced technologies to match this, that's a shadhuri. Okay. And in any quote, I feel like there's still a lot that they have to learn, and it's going to be an uphill battle for them, he says. But this snowball might get rolling and turn into something bigger, simply because of the advantage of the brand and having Elon Musk attached to it. That social spotlight. Okay, we just had to bring you a more scientific coverage of what we already covered before, but that what we covered before was more of slightly more about a bit economic, a bit more commercial, a bit more investment like. So, but this is just strictly a review and a scientific review by a scientist himself, Dr. Chaduri, and then also coming from New Scientist. New Scientist. I think that's the name of this. New Scientist. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you.